Welcome to the UC San Diego Shiley-Marcos Alzheimer's Disease Research Center Brain Blast series. My name is James Brewer, and I'm the director of the UC San Diego Department of Neurosciences and the Shiley-Marcos Alzheimer's Disease Research Center. I'm a professor of neurology, a clinical neurologist, and a brain imaging researcher. I'm pleased to present to you our virtual Brain Blast series. Each of the talks included in the series have been created by Shiley-Marcos ADRC colleagues with expertise in brain aging research that focuses on prevention, detection, diagnosis, and treatment of Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. Each of the experts featured in the series studies a unique aspect of brain aging and has developed a brief overview of their current research to highlight the state-of-the-art work that's going on here at UCSD and our center. We hope you'll take advantage of this free resource to learn more about the advances in brain aging, the importance of research, and the multitude of opportunities to get involved and participate in research studies.
Hello, everybody. My name is Erin Sundermann. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Psychiatry at University of California, San Diego. And I'm here to tell you today about a new study we are conducting through the Alzheimer's Disease Research Center that will examine the potential of natural language as a marker of early-stage Alzheimer's disease. A major advantage of this study during the social distancing times is that it is a short one-time study visit that can be done completely remotely from the comforts of home. So first, I'd like to tell you what we know so far about the effects of Alzheimer's disease on language. We know that our ability to speak clearly and identify the words that we need to communicate becomes more difficult in the early stages of Alzheimer's. These problems with word finding can result in changes to the timing, acoustic, and linguistic elements of speech, including the number and length of the pauses we take, the number of total words, the structure of our sentences, and our pitch. These alterations to our speech may provide an early marker of underlying and subtle changes in our thinking skills and memory, and possibly even before more formal clinical memory tests. However, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of Alzheimer's disease on language. So for instance, which elements of speech are most affected by early Alzheimer's-related brain changes? And how do these elements of speech relate to biological markers of Alzheimer's that we collect in life, such as certain protein levels in cerebrospinal fluid and through brain imaging techniques? Lastly, are speech elements from our spontaneous or free speech versus our speech when we're reading aloud scripted texts more sensitive to changes in thinking skills and memory? All these questions we hope to answer in this study. So participation in this study involves a brief one-time video call over Zoom with an ADRC staff member that will take about 15 minutes. After consenting to study procedures, you'll be asked to talk for 5 minutes about a memorable event that occurred in your life in early adulthood in as much detail as you can recall. This can be any event at all that you remember well, including a wedding, first day of a new job, a birth of a baby, moving into a new home, etc. Then you'll be asked to read aloud 5 paragraphs of text that will appear on your computer screen one by one. These tasks will be recorded, and the recordings will be run through a computer program that will measure all different kinds of speech elements. We'll then be able to examine how these measures of different speech elements relate to your performance on the battery of thinking tests that you complete during the standard ADRC visit. And for those of you who had a lumbar puncture done at the ADRC, we'll be able to look at how these speech elements relate to Alzheimer's-related markers in cerebrospinal fluid. So we will welcome anyone into the study who participates in the annual study visits of the ADRC, is fluent in English, and has access to a computer screen, and who's not in the more advanced dementia stages, since the ability to participate would be compromised in this stage. We think this study is important for multiple reasons, but first of all, there is a pressing need in the field to identify early markers or signals of potential Alzheimer's disease, because the earlier we can intervene, the better the chances that our currently available treatments and interventions can have a positive impact. It's possible that alterations in speech may be an even earlier marker than our formal tests of memory. And also, unlike many of our other methods of detecting early brain changes, measuring natural speech represents a non-invasive, low-stress measure that can be done easily and inexpensively at a clinic visit. So thank you for listening, and we welcome anyone who's willing to participate. As always, we are looking for people to devote their time and effort into Alzheimer's research, and it is that generous devotion to time and energy in Alzheimer's research that really drives the fight against Alzheimer's disease. So thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed this presentation from our UC San Diego Shiley-Marcos Alzheimer's Disease Research Center Virtual Brain Blast Series. Please look for other presentations in this series and share them with your communities. We hope that you'll also consider participating in brain research studies. We always have new opportunities for participation and are actively seeking individuals 65 and older without memory disorders, as well as those with a diagnosis of mild cognitive impairment or Alzheimer's disease and related dementias, such as frontotemporal dementia, Lewy body dementia, and Parkinson's dementia, as well as others. We're also proud to have a bilingual, bicultural team who conduct studies, visits in Spanish. Your participation can make a real difference for future generations. Please click on the description below to complete the very brief survey about the presentation you just viewed. And for those who are interested and who live in San Diego, we'll be happy to contact you. Simply provide your contact information on the secure survey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.